You've probably used ChatGPT. Maybe you've even played around with Gemini. But there's this new term that keeps popping up: AI agent. So what is it? Is it just a fancier chatbot, or is it something completely different? Well, understanding that difference is the key to seeing where AI is really headed next. And get this isn't just some abstract idea. A brand new job title is starting to appear all over the tech world: the AI agent engineer. Companies are hiring for this role as we speak. So, to really understand why this job is suddenly in such high demand, we need to get super clear on what an AI agent actually is. To get a handle on the why behind all this, let's just forget about code and tech for a minute. Let's start with a simple story about a restaurant. It shows us the exact kind of problem that AI agents were created to solve. So picture a cozy little spot. You know the type. Maybe 5 tables, a couple of talented chefs in the back, and one fantastic waiter who just handles everything perfectly. It's popular, but it's totally manageable. The whole system just works. The workflow is beautiful in its simplicity. A customer orders, our waiter zips that order to the right person. Pizza order goes to the pizza chef, steak order to the grill master, and the food comes out hot and fresh. Simple, direct, and totally smooth. But then success strikes hard. The restaurant gets a glowing review, it goes viral online, and bam! Suddenly they're not serving a few dozen people a night. They're trying to handle 1,000 customers a day. The system doesn't just bend at that point, it completely shatters. That one amazing waiter, they've just become a human bottleneck. They're totally overwhelmed, which means orders get delayed. And when you're rushing, mistakes start to happen. You get wrong dishes going to wrong tables. Sure, you could hire more people, but that's expensive and takes time. The result? You've got frustrated customers and a completely burned out team. So, how do you solve this kind of scaling nightmare? For decades, the answer was always the same: hire more people. But now there's a totally new answer on the table. You hire a new kind of employee. And this is where the AI agent makes its entrance. You got to think of it as a smart digital employee. So instead of trying to hire and train 10 more waiters, the owner puts a tablet on every single table, and that tablet is running an AI agent, a system that's designed not just to talk, but to actually do things. And just look at what this solves. Instantly. There's zero waiting time for anyone to place an order. Kitchen errors practically disappear. Plus, it can do things a human waiter just can't, like instantly recalling, "Hey, welcome back. You loved the lasagna last time? Interested in that again?" And scaling up to 10,000 customers, not a problem. The agent never gets tired. Okay, so right about now you might be thinking, all right, I get it. It's basically just a smarter version of ChatGPT that takes my dinner order. But that's not quite right. And that small difference is actually the entire point. It's the big idea. To really nail down the difference, let's switch analogies. Forget the restaurant for a second and think about a car. Because a brain is an incredibly powerful thing, but a brain all by itself isn't enough to get you down the road. Here it is, plain and simple. A large language model like ChatGPT, that's just the brain. It's a phenomenal engine for thinking and for reasoning. But a brain by itself can't drive. An AI agent, on the other hand, is the whole system. It's the brain, it's the driver, and it's the car. It has senses to see what's going on and tools to actually interact with the world. So what exactly are these senses and tools? All right, let's pop the hood on this AI agent and see what's inside its toolkit. So every agent has 4 key parts. First, you have the brain. That's the LLM that does all the thinking and planning. Next, it needs senses. That's how it gets data about its environment, kind of like the speedometer on your car's dashboard. Then, and this is crucial, it has tools. These are its hands and feet, things like an accelerator, brakes, or a steering wheel. For a digital agent, a tool could be access to your calendar's API. And finally, there's the plan, which is really a constant loop. Observe, think, and then act. This ability to use tools to take action, that is the absolute game changer. It's the bright, shining line that separates just talking about doing something from actually doing it. Think about it this way. You can ask ChatGPT to write the perfect, most professional reply to your boss's email. But you're still the one who has to copy it, paste it into your email client, and hit send. An AI agent, if you give it the keys, can see that urgent email come in, understand it, compose the perfect reply, and send it, all on its own. And that's the bottom line. An LLM's output is text. An AI agent's output is a completed action. It makes the jump from generation to execution. It doesn't just talk, it does. And that's exactly why we need AI agent engineers to build, connect, and manage these new systems that can act in the digital world on our behalf. And all of this leaves us with one huge question. For decades, we've been automating repetitive physical work. But now, for the first time, we have systems that can start to automate complex digital work. So the real question isn't if our workflows will change, but what part of your job, what part of your day will be the first to be run by an agent?